bag more clients and make more money, I've got a video that you are going to eat up. Tip number 1, create and share everywhere. If you're creating the stuff that you absolutely love, 1, you're going to get better at it. 2, you're going to get faster at it.
Yeah.
And 3, you are going to encourage people to say, oh, hey, can you do something like that for me? Tip number 2, it makes sense that a studio will offer absolutely everything you need from concept to completion. Well, we need to be offering that too. There are subscription-based services that can help you with making sure you've got everything you need to put a whole project together. Tip number 3, when you're out of work, upskill. Like, if you're not working, then learn something. When it was COVID, I couldn't get out of bed and I spent the whole time binge watching tutorials on Adobe Character Animator, and now that piece of software has become integral to my workflow and has massively sped up my whole process of animating. Again, that's a no-brainer, but some people just don't do it. You kind of learn a piece of software and then just stick with it, and that just seems crazy. Tip 4, make an advert. Do what you're selling to sell yourself. If you can sell yourself, then people will have the confidence to know that you could sell their stuff too. It was how I bagged my first clients. I put out an advert. I put that there was a 25% discount because this is a new service that I'm offering and I wanted to create a portfolio, and I was very honest about what I was up to. And so people jumped on it quickly because they thought, great, I've got someone who's going to do a job that they will be charging a fair amount more for. I know that people do have a problem with mates rates, don't they? They have a real thing about mates rates. So don't get at me in the comments. This is when you're starting out and you need that portfolio. It's worth doing it. And it's not mates rates. It's a lovely 25% discount, which is something that many companies would offer. Tip number 5, connect with people on LinkedIn that may need you in the future. You don't even have to connect with them in a way where you're immediately trying to sell them something. You can connect with them because you like something that they've posted, you love how they've marketed something else, and you just say, I love how you did that, I noticed how you did that, and it would be great to connect. Once you've connected, when you share your work, it will hit their feed. If they've connected with you, they'll be seeing your work, and therefore there's more chance that they're going to contact you in the future and ask you to do something for them. So connect with people on LinkedIn who you think might end up wanting to use your service. Tip number 6, rather than cold calling people and saying, I do this, please use my services, contact them and say, I have dreamt up an idea that I think would be so smashing for your business and I'd love to share it with you. Are you interested? You've done something that's going to make their life easier. Tip number 7, charge per project rather than charging for your time, how many days you're working. It means that as your skill level increases and your workflow speeds up and technology advances and AI helps you out along the way, your output is faster. There is zero loss in quality. It's just as honed and beautiful, but it's taking you a fraction of the time to do it, which is great for your client because they want work quickly. But for you, it means less hours stuck to your screen and more time frolicking in the sea with a pineapple. Do you see what I mean? Tip number 8, don't be boring. Why are so many people so boring? Like, it's the worst thing you can be in business is boring. You want to be remarkable. You want people to remember you. So just try and be a bit weird or something. If you've got 2 ideas and one of them's really hilarious and the other one's a bit boring and you're tempted to veer on the safe side, shame on you. Shame on you. Tip number 9, over-deliver and be lovely. If you over-deliver, people want to work with you again. Be lovely, be enthusiastic, be engaged, be interested in what they're up to. And be genuine as well. I'm not saying, like, don't be one of those like smarmy salespeople, like actually give a fuck about what they're up to, and then over deliver, they're always going to come back to you for more. Easy peasy. Make sure you're putting work out that you're proud of. When you hit that we transfer button, you are so excited for them to see it because you're really proud of your work. That's the kind of work you need to be sending over. Tip number 10, don't be afraid to toot your own trumpet. No one else is going to do it. Put posts out on social media that talk about the specific skills that you can offer. Any skills that you've got that you think, oh, that's quite cool actually. Share it online and shout about it. Tell people what you've been up to. Tell people what you've been learning. And yeah, just talk about the new skills that you've acquired all the time. If you're learning something, if you're halfway through learning something, share the process as well. Like share little bits and bobs of your learning process online. Say, I'm really excited to have started diving into so-and-so. Then people become invested in your journey and see your progression and get quite excited about the thought of potentially using it within their company. Tip number 11. There's plenty of work out here for all of us. Like we can lift each other up. So if there's work that you can't do that you can hand over to another freelancer, do it. If you can share and like and comment on other people's creative endeavors, do it. Like shout about each other, because if you've got a lovely creative network, it makes a huge difference in terms of your reach. So become part of those lovely creative networks. I've been rabbiting on for so long. I hope that you found something useful, and if you have, then there'll be more coming at some stage. So